only argument, and listen, I'm not trying to like cuddle a wasp or anything, but like it is the same goddamn animal as a bee, dude. Like
But
it
they're
will
not as
do the
aggressive.
same thing. Yo, wasps aren't aggressive. Stop trying to hit it.
Yeah, they are.
Like I have never like just been like seen a wasp just like fucking beeline it towards me and be like, "Shah, gotcha."
Why you think it's called a beeline?
Because the bees. What was your argument? Because the bees.
That's all you need. Why you think they call it a beeline? Because it goes straight for you. Because it's a bee.
See, I got white on my side, I think.
No, but that's where it comes from. That's where it comes
sounds
from.
like you're on my side now. You think a beeline comes from a wasp?
You're not gonna call it a
You're not
W
helping us. You're not
line.
helping us.
The W
Why do they call it a wasp?
the W line doesn't sound as catchy, so they had to call it a
You
B
got
line.
it. Exactly. A lot of
I'm
people
with you, Mark.
classify a wasp as a bee. You know, it's
Yeah.
within the bee family, man.
But it's
Yeah, that's
bad
what
one.
I'm saying.
But it's not the same.
But
That's
it's not
why-
the same because not
it's
all
not the
bees are
same.
aggressive.
That's true. It's like a square is a rectangle, but a rectangle is not a square.
What?
Boom.
No. What?
Yeah, that's true.
Square is a square.
No, a square is a type of rectangle.
Oh. Okay. When you
But a
okay, I
rectangle's
thought
not
I
a
was just
square.
like
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was just like
Boom. That's that right
a wasp
there.
is a bee,
That
but a bee's not a
What the
wasp.
fuck does that have to prove?
that's some shit right there though.
That's how we're.
What?
That's it.
Because
What?
a square is a
Case
rectangle,
closed,
but a
Alex.
rectangle's not square.
I
Done.
got something else to say.
Quad. Pod. Quad. Pod.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Squad Pod, episode 48. We're just going to roll right into it this week. Obviously, if you like the video, like, subscribe, do all that. Check us out on all the socials. Everything's down below.
Please.
But I asked you guys in the middle, or a few days ago, I want you guys to think of something that you hate. I mean, hate might be a strong word here, but something you really dislike, something you...
Like every time you
Fear,
think
yeah.
about it, you
It's
get a certain
negative,
type
yeah.
of feeling. Yeah, negative feeling.
When I asked you guys this, and this is just for the viewers, my only stipulations were I didn't want anything like a universal hate. Like saying something like I hate car accidents is like, okay, duh. Like that, you know, everyone hates something like that. You know, saying I hate Hitler, you know, it's not going to go anywhere.
Most people.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's something, you know, that's something that's like, okay, everyone should hate that.
I hate getting splinters.
Yeah.
Like shit like that. Like, yeah,
can't get
nobody
'em
likes getting splinters,
sit here
man.
for 10 minutes.
Things.
There's one guy
Trying
out there that's like, oh, I love splinters. What are you talking about?
Hey, I mean,
I
teach
know,
your
yeah.
own,
But the other one was like something very subjective, like food, music, things like that, because everyone's kind of different in that taste,
Mhm.
in that world anyway. So that's just kind of, there's not really, unless it, I guess if you said something like I hate pizza, you know, like something everyone likes. I mean, not everyone, but a very large majority. But anyway, those are my only stipulations. So here's the twist that I wanted to have with it. And Alex, I think you in particular might like this because you like arguing and being right. So
Who doesn't?
I know.
That's what
but
I don't
you
like. I
have
don't like
this
not
thing-
being fucking right.
You really like to argue. So anyway,
Yeah.
what I want us to do is I want us one by one, someone share their hatred, fear, whatever. And I want the rest of us to collectively either agree or to try to convince them why they shouldn't hate that thing. Or what's the brighter side of that? You know, if it's something that we don't particularly agree with you on that, you know, maybe try to see the light. Like I know one fear that Vernon has that is like, you know, I don't think we all have that fear. So maybe we could
I
try.
do. And it's on my list.
I know. I'm sure it's on your list.
Like I said, I had two things that I hate in this road, and that's one of them. So you already know, but it's coming up.
But
And I know it's simple, but like that's when I think of fear, that's the number one thing that pops in my head. I don't know if I'm indoctrinated to it or what.
But I want to
By this
see,
point.
because we might agree. I mean, with all of us, we might be like, yeah, and then we can talk about why it's so bad. But I feel like we could probably convince because some of our fears are they come from a place that are like, you know, they're sometimes
Some
irrational.
traumatizing.
Yeah,
some-
yeah.
Does it have to be
traumatizing
something
shit.
I fear? Can it just be something I hate?
No, it can
No,
be something you
that's
hate,
what
something
I
you
mean.
fear.
Exactly.
You know, like
I'll start.
I mean, if you want to start, Alex, go right ahead.
Yeah.
Let's
I
go.
fucking hate watermelon. It tastes like fucking water grass. And I don't care what anybody says. That shit tastes like water grass. And I don't know how you guys
Water
eat it.
grass.
It tastes like grassy
When you eat
ass
grass.
water.
That was also a food, but we're gonna
Oh,
go
you
with
say
that.
no food?
Yeah, that was like.
Yeah, that was one of the stipulations.
Oh, mumpy.
I had 2 stipulations, but you know what? Let's talk about this.
I don't read. Oh, no, talk about. I can switch it. You know the other one.
Watergrass. You really think it just tastes like water grass?
Yo, it tastes like fucking water
That
grass.
doesn't even make any sense to me.
Because-
Water grass.
To me,
Yeah.
watermelon is one
Water-
of the best fruits. Like
I think
love
it's sweet.
watermelon.
I
It's
wouldn't
like
rank it as one of my best.
Really?
No,
I think
I don't think it's my favorite, nothing, but it's sweet. You know, I don't think it tastes like water grass. There's definitely a shitload of water in it.
It is a lot of water.
It
you
is
know that
juicy.
like when you first mow your lawn and it rains and that smell. That's what it tastes like to me.
Really?
That's
Wow.
what that shit tastes like to me. Like
You
it just
really think
tastes
it
like
tastes like that?
I see the sweetness. I don't.
I don't particularly think it's very healthy for you either because I think it's like 98% water. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it's probably like fine, but it's just like you're burning calories by eating it. You know what I mean? Like, not really
you
getting
could just
fat.
just drink some water.
Do it
I
more
like
efficiently.
watermelon flavored things, though. Like artificially watermelon flavored.
So you like the
things.
flavor
okay.
of watermelon?
No, but
you
that don't taste like
the
watermelon.
That
flavor
tastes
of watermelon.
nothing like
Yeah,
watermelon.
nothing like
Like
watermelon.
a blow pop.
Or a Jolly
watermelon blow
Rancher.
pop
A
or
watermelon
Jolly
Jolly
Rancher.
Rancher tastes
That's
nothing
good.
like a watermelon at all.
No.
Like,
But if it
Well, they
did,
have to
I'd be
just like make up the flavor. They're like, what's this taste like?
where do they
They're
get that?
"Mm,
Like,
We'll just call that watermelon.
yeah.
call that watermelon, and people will fucking love it. Like, it's just like, I mean, hey, I don't really like blue raspberry shit. Like, I don't like raspberries and stuff like that necessarily, but like blue raspberry ices, blue raspberry pops. Like, I love the flavor of it, but I
Yeah.
don't particularly like the fruit, like raspberries and stuff like that. Like,
Same.
Also,
Same.
aren't raspberries purple? Where the fuck they get this blue?
Yeah,
all the
raspberries are
time?
normally red.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, he's right. Like where the
Like-
fuck?
like a
what is
deep-
there are
what's
there
the
are like
blue?
black raspberries as well.
Yeah,
I think
but,
that's a blackberry, isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah,
Where's
Yeah.
the blue? Where's the blue
Where's
ones?
the blue? What the fuck is a blue raspberry?
I don't know, man.
I've never actually seen a blue raspberry, to tell you the truth.
Oh, I
Well,
got
that's
it.
just tomato best flavor too. Then
They all made up ass favors.
That's interesting. I've never actually looked into that. Like, what is? Hold up. What is a blue?
Yeah, they have them.
it doesn't exist.
Yo, what even is a blue raspberry, anyways?
It's real. Okay.
Oh, it is real.
Oh, yeah, I don't know if it is, man. I think those are all fake images.
They just took a regular red one and just, went in the Microsoft Paint.
They're like, no, this tastes more like a blue than a red. So we're just gonna. That's interesting. Okay. So it
Yeah,
tastes like a
it is
jug
a
of
fake ass flavor, dude.
this article, and I think it was the same one you were reading, Alex. It says it tastes like a jug of corn syrup. Decided to attempt suicide by vitamin C overdose.
Oh, I'm with Vernon. I like blue raspberry. Shit.
You like the blue raspberry flavor?
Yeah, I like it. I mean, it's
Yeah,
not
man.
like my
son
favorite or anything.
loves that shit, man. And like he's got me like eating it and shit now.
I think-
mean, I did like it when I was a kid, but
Especially with like candies and like Huggies and shit like that. I think like a lot of it has to do with just like your color that you're like attracted to, like
Yeah.
like if you like blue, you go like it tastes like blue.
Yeah,
you
tastes
go
like
fuck,
blue.
you,
tastes
you
like
go
blue.
go for the blue one. Yeah,
Tastes like purple.
tastes like
Want some of that
purple.
purple stuff.
Yeah,
Tastes like purple stuff.
because
But
I
I
was
like-
always like a big fan of like the pink ices and the yellow ices, but I like icy pops.
I
Like
really
I
like
like yellow.
the color red, but I don't like the flavor red.
Yeah,
And
I'm
I
with
think
that.
that's because of Vladimir.
Oh, because of that fruit punch.
Yeah.
Mm.
And like ever since then, I haven't been able to drink the flavor red, whatever brand it comes in, without tasting Vladimir in the back of my mind, like subconsciously. So like,
That's
I
something
can't
else
even
I
drink that shit.
I wouldn't drink that shit.
We
I
did
know.
back in the day.
I know, but like, I'm a goddamn adult man.
Yeah, I wouldn't now.
If
That's
like
for
I went to
goddamn sure.
like a bar or something,
That
and
was
they're like,
gross.
"Oh, the vodka we got on the shelf is Vladimir," I'd be like, No, I'm
Like,
good, man. I'll have
oh.
water.
I
We'll
would
take a
probably leave
water.
the bar,
I'll have a water,
or a
please.
soda if you have
Yeah.
it.
bro. Like, it gives me chills when I think about it.
That's just gross too.
It hurt going down my throat.
Is it really that bad? Because I don't.
Oh, it's fucking
It's
awful.
so bad, dude. It's like the cheapest vodka you could possibly
It's so
buy.
gross.
It's like that and Bankers Club are about the
Oh.
cheapest you can get, man.
God,
And we just
see, I don't
mix a
think I've ever
ton of it
personally had
into
Baker's Club.
like a gallon of Kool-Aid.
Yeah, no, it would be like the Hawaiian Punch. The
Yeah.
That
Hawaiian
was the
Punch
Hawaiian
jugs.
Punch.
Right, and
okay.
we would just mix it into that and just drink that, and like because we were like whatever age,
That sounds.
you know what I
It
mean?
was so gross, dude. It was so gross.
But you could afford,
Oh.
man. It was
What we could
$13 for
afford.
a fucking handle like this big, you know.
Oh
Yeah.
God.
It'll get you. It'll get the
cheapest,
job
like
done.
some of the cheapest vodka you can get.
Yeah. Between four of us, we can get $13. You know.
Yeah,
We'll, like,
yeah.
clean
Scrap
floors
the-
with that stuff.
And clean the paint off my car with that shit.
What do you think
Drinking.
like makes the price of that? Like what makes? And I understand it's gross, but like even top shelf vodka isn't like this amazing shit. I mean,
Yeah.
it's
But it's
better.
still-
It's way
Maybe because it's
smoother.
so cheap to make.
It's probably super easy. They don't do shit to it. They make it
Yeah.
like lowest quality vodka they could possibly make
Like
to
the-
call it vodka. Like
Yeah, whatever.
It's like the
vodka-
reserves from the main vodka that they're making, like the bottom of the
Stuff that
barrel
comes,
type
like,
shit.
before it's filtered, like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like top
Yeah.
shelves, like
You get,
great
like, the
hand
filter
raising their
dream.
potatoes, and this is just like they found them in the fucking grocery store.
they found them under the shelf at the grocery
Yeah.
store.
all the
Yeah,
leftover
fucking-
potatoes. That's what they use for the platter.
It's the potatoes that start growing off the other potatoes that you haven't set too
For a
long.
society that eats like the insides of animals over the time, you know, in different
Yeah.
cultures, I would not be surprised if they used old dirty like potatoes to make vodka just because they're not trying to waste shit. You know what I mean?
Well, potato vodka, that's what Bankers Club is. It's just
That's
potato
what I
vodka.
mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. But the potato quality is—that's the thing. Are you
Yeah.
getting these potatoes from Idaho?
Gotta get
Are you
fresh
getting these potatoes from underneath the grocery store, like the shelves and stuff? Like, come on.
This
now.
is, they have like a thing with all the grocery stores in Russia for the unsold potatoes. Go to the fucking Vladimir.
When they expire, they just give
Yeah.
them to the factory.
Yeah.
Covered in
They buy
spuds.
them. They buy them in the
The
bulk.
main ones actually have like they grow their own potatoes, or they like like how the winemakers have their own vineyards and stuff. They'll
Right.
just grow their own potatoes. They're like, I don't know. There's how they would say like
Fancy,
a special fancy organic potato
They grow in one
that costs
potato
like
euro
$200
per
for one
like
potato.
cubic inch. You know, it's got its own little terrarium or whatever the fuck those things are called for just like one potato.
Where the other places use like
That's
leftover
the
McDonald's
expensive
French
stuff.
fries
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah, oh, yeah,
It's like-
exactly. They're using
Grown in a
McDonald's.
lab. All these lights
Alright,
that just
what
ton of
else?
potatoes.
So Alex, you don't have any other like things that you really don't like in this life? Like,
Oh yeah, I mean like praying mantises, but
oh, that's right.
how-
You don't like
how you
praying
wanna-
mantises.
how you
Okay.
gonna
praying
convince
mantis.
me that like praying mantises are good?
I mean, I totally understand your fear.
They
I
eat
can't argue
bugs
that.
and stuff.
They're weird.
No, I understand what they do for the environment. It's cool. I'm not like out killing them. I don't have like a personal vendetta against these things. I'm not
Yeah,
like the
Alex is like-
buginator.
An assassin of praying mantises.
Yeah,
hiding from the
just
law.
like- I don't want them close to me. If it's like sitting on a car out in my work lot, I ain't going out there. Like, no, thank you. Like somebody else is gonna have to get that car today, not me.
See, that's funny because I kind
do
of
it.
understand a lot of other bug fears. Like I have one on my list, and Vernon has an animal that is creepy as well. But praying mantises don't hurt you. That's the funny thing.
Yeah, they just sit there and
They're
rub
not
their
gonna
hand.
like. I mean,
Here's
okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
I mean, it's just, and I know Vernon's, and I don't know what you're gonna say, but like
Yeah.
most animals on a daily basis, or even most times you interact with these animals, aren't gonna hurt you. It's far and in between. It's completely the fear of what they look like. I'm afraid of what they look like. They look
Got the
like an
triangular
alien.
head.
Yeah, dude. They look like an alien. They're fucking like Scyther and shit. Like, if any bug were to get big, and we've talked about this, like, that's the last bug I want to see real, like, human size. I don't want to see that bug human size.
That would be
I just
terrifying.
don't. It'd be
Mm.
fucking
I
terrifying.
feel
That
like
would
it
be
would be a badass fighter if it was.
Oh,
you
my
know?
God.
See,
Like,
but
imagine
I feel
that
like,
in
I feel like
Tekken.
you could get the praying mantises on your side. You know.
Why?
I
They
think
They're
probably
not
be
even on
smart.
their own side, dude. First off, you're a male. They're eating you. No. They're not on their own side, man.
Yeah,
No.
that is some fuck shit.
But it has to
Don't
mate
the
with me
females
first,
eat 'em?
right?
They eat your
Yeah.
head.
Bite their head off after they mate with them.
Yeah,
That's
so
crazy,
it has
bro.
to mate with me first before it eats me. As long as I don't
Yeah,
like
so like,
get in relationships
already
with it, I'm
know-
good.
yeah, I'm just
No.
I'm gonna join the MMA.
But like, yeah,
That would
so-
be a sport, dude. Just like giant life-size bugs, but just like watching them like.
That'd be crazy, but like
Right.
you gotta have them contained, man. That's some Jurassic Park shit. Can't
Nah,
let
man,
them-
we couldn't have them fight. Like that's some PETA shit. They gotta like when they're getting big, they gotta get smart. They gotta get sentient so they can like
so they can
be sport.
like
So they can
consent.
consent to it. Yeah, like they're doing it like we're not
PETA
caging
can't
them
say
and
shit.
making them do it. Yeah.
I do feel like a praying mantis would be like if any of the bugs were to become that for whatever reason. I think I would put praying mantises on that list.
Or
Because, like,
kangaroos.
They're because they seem kind of smart, you know.
Too smart, right?
Suspicious. smart.
Plotting at all
Yeah.
times, you know.
Like like a lot
That's
of
what
like
they're doing.
a lot of futuristic shit always is like it's gonna be a woman utopia eventually. We're gonna get rid of men, they don't need it. Praying mantises figured that out centuries ago, man. They've been eating the men. They said this is what we need them for, we're done.
this
they're
is all
with-
we need them for.
They're in the bug society. They're fucking living the utopia, the woman's utopia. You know, you ever see that Rick and Morty episode with Summer? Just like,
Yeah,
yeah, that's the whole praying mantis fucking thing, man.
I feel like of all the animals that I think that are going to be on this list, I feel like that is one there that could be controlled. Like you could probably overcome that fear with exposure. I feel like with a lot of the other ones, I feel like they'd still want to hurt you. But you know, like a praying mantis isn't.
ain't gonna hurt you.
Wait, what's that?
Wouldn't think so.
It's not gonna hurt you.
Yeah, like a praying mantis is never. You could like flick it around, and it's probably not going to do a thing to you.
It's just gonna fly off.
It's going to stick on the wall and look at you like, "What are you doing?"
What do you think you're doing? Don't you
Gonna
know it's
call the
illegal to
cops.
fuck with me?
I feel
It's
like we
like
could
calling
have Alex
cops.
overcome this.
Yeah, it just pulls out a cell phone.
Nah,
Like that.
How do you
that
think,
meme-
Alex, if you could overcome the fear of praying mantises? Do you think you ever could?
sure. I'm an adult man, dude. I can do whatever I set my mind to.
But is this?
I'm an adult. I didn't mean to be like. I didn't mean to
They
make
put him in a room
misogynistic
with
there.
one, and he's like,
Ah! Ah! I can't do it. Let me out.
We'll do with Alex like they do with like Impractical Jokers. I don't know if you guys ever watched that, where they put the one guy and they cover him with cats. I don't know.
Was he afraid of
That-
cats?
You know what though?
Cats?
Yeah, the guy on Impractical Jokers, yeah, he's afraid of cats, and so what they do is
Afraid of cats?
totally like a irrational fear of cats. And
Yeah,
and-
but cats can hurt you. I mean, like
but yeah,
claws.
cats have hurt me way more than probably any of the animals you guys are talking about have hurt
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, true.
Cats
true.
be fucking me up sometimes.
Cats do be fucking
cats
me
mess
up.
me up.
But
I'm
I just
surprised
kind
I
of
haven't knocked
take
over
it.
my lights yet.
Yeah, man.
I just kind of take it though, because
It's cute. It's a cute and
expect
fluffy.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
You're like,
If a
"Fuck,
snake was cute and fluffy, you might take it too.
no.
It'd be like a little caterpillar, man.
They
I don't
got
like
cute little
caterpillars
bunny
either.
ears,
They have
bro.
cute little bunny ears on this snake. Oh, come on. Don't think about it
No.
slimy. Think about him like real cute and
Why
fluffy.
doesn't
You're-
it have any arms or legs?
All right,
I don't know,
I think
man.
we can transition to Vern.
Imagine
it's
just a
Fear at
ferret.
this point.
Why doesn't it have any arms or legs?
What about worms?
don't
They
need
have
Why does it
arms.
just slither
Vern
around?
doesn't like
That
worms
shit doesn't
either.
make any
Worms
fucking
do-
sense.
Worms don't have arms or legs.
Yeah, I know. Then they
You
don't
afraid
make
of
any
worms?
sense. I'm not afraid of them. I don't like them.
Worms, you can't even see the face.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. And then
Look
if
at
you
you
cut
don't
it
even
in
know
half,
which end is which. Like,
if you
Yeah,
cut
man.
it in half, then you got two worms.
Like if you're gonna eat that worm,
Ow.
you're gonna eat its head, you're gonna eat its butt. You don't know.
Yeah, man. Or both.
Yeah, like at least with a snake, I know what I'm gonna eat.
Yeah, I hate them. I would like, oh my God, I don't even know how to explain it to you. Like, it's,
Snakes
and I
can be
feel like it's
deadly.
been getting worse. And
That's-
that's the only thing, like, and I don't even
most
care
aren't.
about,
Yeah.
I don't know.
most
Well,
are.
that's just because-
but-
Most snakes are.
That's just because of the sheer amount of species of them, which is
Yeah.
even scarier. Like, they're everywhere. There's different kinds. They're on the land. They're in the water. They're in space, apparently, according to Rick and Morty. Like, they're everywhere, man. You can't contain these motherfuckers. And they can get through the tiniest little holes and slither up. Imagine if you open up your toilet seat and you see a fucking
And
snake
it
in there.
happens. It happens.
What are you gonna fucking do?
I'd just
Flush it?
grab it. I'd grab
You're just
it.
gonna grab it.
I'm not really that afraid of snakes.
You're just
I mean,
gonna grab this.
I'm not
just
gonna
gonna
be
grab
like,
it.
I'm not gonna be like I'm gonna freak out first, but then when it doesn't go down the toilet and you gotta think of something, what are you gonna do?
Stick.
I'm gonna fucking call
Big
animal
old
control and say, "Hey, there's a
No.
fucking snake in my
I'm gonna put a
toilet."
fucking one of those like gardener gloves on. I'm gonna grab that snake and get the
No.
fuck out.
Fuck that.
Like,
Yeah, I'd
Fuck
probably
that
like.
shit.
I have a crowbar. I'd probably use that or something.
Ugh.
You know, something with a hook. You know,
yeah.
No,
I probably
I
wouldn't
don't-
try
I
to
don't
touch
have-
it with my bare hands.
No, I'm not going in barehanded, man. I wasn't like gonna
you
like.
said you grab it.
No,
I
I'm
ain't
saying,
grabbing
I
that
said
thing.
I get a gardener glove on. You know,
Okay,
those, like,
that's
big,
practically
thick,
bare
like-
hands, though. I mean, like, I don't want to touch it. I'd probably put something between me and the snake. Like,
Nah, man. If you do that and it comes back at you, I need that contained. I'm grabbing it right by its fucking head.
that's how like
It ain't
they,
going
like,
anywhere.
handle them. You know, you got to be gentle with it.
No, fuck it. Chop its head off.
Bird's like, no, kill it. Open
Kill
fire
it.
at the toilet.
Kill it.
I go. You know what I would do? I would go.
Gordon
To
brings a
I would be like-
crocodile Dundee knife with him to the toilet just in case. Every
Just
time.
in
He's like,
case.
I'm gonna invest in a shotgun right now. That way, like, by
He's
the
just gonna
time-
sit there.
Not for intruders. Not for
Not
like
for
anything
intruders.
like that. The apocalypse. No, for snakes in his toilet.
He
So,
just has it like ingrained on the side of the shotgun, just says snake gun.
Gordon's got 2 bathrooms in his house. He's just
Snake
condemning
killer.
that bathroom.
Snake
He's just
killer.
like, nope. Just
But,
like nobody else go in there.
this
And then
bathroom
Never
is
again.
all
he
snakes
makes it
now.
like he uses a knife and he marks it on the gun every time he kills one.
I don't
So
know.
it has dash marks.
I don't
on the
want to have that many instances where I have to deal with it. I don't live in Australia, okay?
Yeah.
Like, and I'm never going to step foot.
I
Okay,
would never.
that's my
Australia.
second fear would be Australia. I didn't even
I-
think about that.
I'm with him, man.
Just
I wouldn't even
Australia.
try.
Just Australia as a whole.
Never visit Australia. Fuck that.
No.
I'm with you.
I would
man.
definitely
There's
visit
some-
Australia.
Big
There's
ass
so much shit
spiders.
that want to kill you.
A
dude.
kangaroo will hop up to me and knock me the fuck out, 2-piece me like it was nothing. Just because I'd be like, look at this kangaroo. Just 2-piece me real quick.
buddy.
No, I
I'm not
love
the
that
fuck
video of the
out,
guy
you know.
parachuting in to the kangaroo.
I
You know what video I'm
know.
talking about?
And he's just like, he's hopping right at him, and he's like, "What's up? You wouldn't land on my fucking continent?" And he's just like, as soon as he steps foot on the continent, he's getting KO'd by a fucking like. You can't tell me there's evidence of that shit. I'm
Dude,
not going to
and
Australia.
everything.
Oh,
Water. They
If
got
you
all them
stay
fucking
near the
octopuses
coast in
and
Australia,
shit.
you'd probably be fine.
No, dude.
Jellyfish?
Close
Those
to the
jellyfish.
coast.
Jellyfish are like
That's
one of the
true,
most poisonous
they got
animals.
the most deadly animal.
And
in
they
the
have
world.
they have that box, that fucking blue oyster or that blue octopus. That shit's super deadly too.
Yeah.
You know,
You
you're
got
not
great
safe
white
anywhere.
I
sharks.
forgot. They do have the box jellyfish.
Huntsman spiders, all that shit's down
If you're
there,
a little
dude.
kid swimming in the water, one of them big things come down and swoop you up. One of them
Uh-huh.
birds put you in its bill. You know, just like in Finding Nemo.
The pelicans?
Yeah. That's what it
They're
is.
in Sydney, Australia, man.
That's what I mean. It's
Scoop ya.
dangerous. Scoop you.
Is that really your second fear?
No.
Okay.
My-
I was like, is that
I-
really
no.
the second thing you were going to say?
I mean,
was just
I do
Australia?
like as we were talking about it, like that's legit though. I'm never going to Australia for those reasons. I'm not going.
I've
So
always
like
wanted to see
that was just
Australia. I just think I'd
Nah.
avoid anything.
We
wa-
convince
like,
you to go, and
wilderness.
we're just like in inner city or something, like wherever, and then you just like still, and like a
Bro.
snake just pops out of somewhere, like in the middle of a city.
Man,
Yeah,
watch,
what the fuck?
watch
Probably
some
would.
video on this shit. Nobody's safe in Australia. Those shits are
Nobody.
everywhere. It's everywhere, man.
Koalas dropping down on you, drop
I feel like
bears.
80% of that continent is just like uninhabited area. In the middle
Yeah.
is
Mhm.
just like animal zone. The
Yeah.
outskirts of it are human zone. You know what I mean? So like it's I ain't never
Because
going.
people who even live there were like, "Nah, we ain't gotta go no more. No more in. We're good right here."
We've
And
conquered
then-
enough.
Yeah.
my next hate would be the fucking Miami Dolphins. Okay, and there's nothing that anybody could ever do to make me like the Miami Dolphins. Okay, and I don't even care. Okay, like I don't know if that's breaking Evan's objective rule.
Hmm.
I feel like it might be. I don't know.
I mean,
But
I
there's a
broke the rules,
specific
yeah.
reason for it too. Is because somehow, some way, no matter how bad they are, and no matter how good we are, they always seem to beat us at least once a year. And it's like to the point where it's like clockwork. And now we're worse than them. At least last year we were. So like it was bad. I think they beat us twice last year. Or I don't even remember. But like it's a thing that I think about all the time. Just
That's
tell
football.
me. Like I hate the Dolphins. Like
That's
with a
football,
passion.
baby.
To the point where my son hates the Dolphins, bro.
Oh,
I'm
you
telling
pass it on.
I'm like, there's one thing I
What about elves,
Dolphins.
Vernon?
I don't hate elves.
How you feel about
Okay?
elves?
I don't hate elves. I don't even hate their ears.
He just
Okay,
hates their ears.
I just slightly dislike the way their ears are. I don't like it. It's not cool. It's not for me. It's just not,
How do you feel about like Spock's race? I don't know.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what about Spock?
What do you got against Piccolo?
It was always weird. It was always a little weird. I was like, well, see, the anime is cool though. I like Piccolo. Piccolo's cool.
Cartoon ones are cool.
Cartoon pointy ears are cool.
You just don't.
Yeah.
You just, nah. You
I don't
ain't
like
about
the real world. Yeah, maybe that's what. Like, maybe I can clear that up with you. Like the 3D animation. Like every time I think about it, I was thinking about like that old movie, the Christmas movie with the elves and the abominable snowman and everything.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Yeah.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I don't know, man. I just don't like something
Oh
about
my
it.
gosh.
He wants to be a dentist, man. He's just like everybody else,
Yeah.
man.
He's a
Elves are people
misfit.
too.
Elves are people too. I don't hate elves.
This is
I
kind
don't
of
even-
going off the ears, but like think about like Lord of the Rings and the Hobbits. Do you not like their big ass hairy feet that they have?
No,
Like they're tiny, but they have huge like big hairy feet.
He's got bigger.
No, it's
he's
just
got
the
bigger
ears.
issues with the elves, and
It's
he's
just
like,
like elves.
fuck them elves.
We were out playing Apex the other day, and like I don't know how it came up or what came up. I was just like, I
It
don't
was a
like.
lifeline.
Oh yeah, Lifeline had a costume where she's got super pointy ears, and I was like,
Okay.
I like it, but I don't. I wish she didn't have those pointy ears.
I just thought in general like body dysmorphia or something.
no,
You were just
I
like,
just
I don't like it.
I
It's
just said
awkward.
like 20 years, and now he thinks I'm racist against elves. He's been on this shit like he's brought it up like 5 times. Not
Vernon
Yeah, you
not
talked
Mincy-
about it
racist
Monday
against
too.
elves. I
Vernon
know.
Mincy, known elf hater.
I'm not. Elves are cool in my book, but the ears are a little weird. Okay, just saying.
Just gotta get used to the ears.
Saying.
So like,
Let's move on.
you know, when Star Trek and it was like a big deal that he slept with the first alien.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, so if like we got elves, would like it'd be out of the question? He ain't sleeping with one. Like,
No, I didn't say that.
Oh, just might have to wear like headphones or something, right?
You put these on. Hey, why?
Why?
You
I
just
got a
gotta
Princess
put 'em
Leia
on.
fetish.
Like, don't worry about it.
It's
In fact, can you just slide them up just a smidge?
Yeah, just cover the point, okay?
I can see your point sticking out the top. Just move them up a little bit.
His ears, they're just not doing it for me.
No, we need something bigger.
And I'm telling you, I got nothing against those.
Wear this bag, but like cut a hole around your face.
Yeah.
Just cover
Just
the
the rest
ears.
of it, I don't want to see.
Oh my god. Well,
They don't
anyway,
even exist. Get the fuck out of here.
so Brian doesn't like the dolphins and
Yeah.
snakes. If
But
we didn't
that's
make that
pretty
clear
easy
enough,
one,
it's
like-
snakes.
Nobody else can.
If we're
really
going that route, I'm gonna put
convince me.
the Dallas Cowboys in mine because I hate the fucking Dallas
I feel
Cowboys.
like
I
most
know,
people
and,
hate
like,
the Dallas
I
Cowboys.
feel like
Sports
you
things, man.
really do. But like, I he talks about how much he hates the Cowboys a lot. Like, and he doesn't talk about how much he hates any other team a lot. Like the same
is-
way, you know what I mean? Like, so that's
because
genuine
like the
hate.
Patriots, I just like because you a fan of them. I fuck
Right. I don't like actually hate the
Pittsburgh
Eagles,
Steelers. Because Alex likes them, man. Fuck them Steelers.
but I don't hate the Steelers. I respect them.
I don't hate them. The Nets, I don't hate them, but I hate on them because Alex is a fan,
No, I feel like the only
and it's hard to
team
do
I
that
hate-
because of how successful they are now. So
Right. Even in all sports. Like, I don't even hate Boston the way, like, I really should as a Lakers fan. I just don't hate them because, like,
Yeah.
I didn't grow up in the era where you played Boston all them times in the finals. And we had them twice, which was heated, but we won one, they won one. So, like, I don't know. I don't hate them, but I don't like them. I hate the fucking Dolphins, man. I don't care who the quarterback is, who the coach is.
I've heard it. I remember
No.
numerous times you went on rants about them damn Dolphins.
But I like actual Dolphins.
not to be confused with real
Not to
dolphins.
be confused with
I
real
like
Dolphins.
actual Dolphins.
I fucking love
They're
them.
smart. Another
They're super
smart.
smart. Smarter than
thing.
people.
Very smart animals, but
What about you, Wyatt?
Mine. I actually have like a hate. It's more of a pet peeve,
Okay.
and it's people that aren't aware of their surroundings. I hate it. I hate like just
Yeah.
people like out in public in general. Just some people just they're not aware of their surroundings. A couple examples, just like people that just sit there, green lights. They're doing whatever, fucking with something on their phone, and I'm behind them. You have to wait the mandatory like couple seconds before you honk the horn, and then gotta let them know. I hate that shit. But like the other day, I was like, we were coming out of the grocery store, put everything in the car. Got in the car, started it, and like a family walks over, and then they stop right in front of my car, and like they're fucking with something in their bag, and I didn't honk because it was like a whole family, like little kids and stuff.
Right.
If it was just like a dude and his wife, I would have get out of my way. Come on, what are you doing? But like they sat there, and I was just like, come on, get out of my way. I gotta get like trying to leave. You hear my car running. And they just sitting in front of my car, and then finally the dude looks up, and then he's like, "Oh, sorry."
It's like, yeah,
come on. No self-awareness. Like, what are you doing? Same with the people in the grocery store where they're just chilling in the aisles,
Yeah.
or they're sitting there talking to someone they saw. They're like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And they're in the middle of somewhere, and they're like, "Bro, take this outside. You can talk outside. You in the blocking up aisles. What are you doing?"
Or
Self-awareness.
motherfuckers that like park in the middle of the street and pull over as somebody walks up to like the passenger side of the car and they're just like
Oh my
talking
God,
to them
like,
and
What's
shit.
up,
You're like,
man?
there's a
Like,
parking
bro.
spot right there, bro.
Bro.
Like, fucking
Yeah.
you doing? Like,
Just like the other day, I was like, we were going to leave, and there's like a house right across from us, and this dude doesn't even pull into the driveway. He just sits there in front of the house, like what you're saying, and I couldn't back out because he was in front of the driveway, and I'm like, pull into the driveway. It's right there. What are you doing?
Why?
You're just sitting here in the middle of the road.
Just piss me off.
You piss me off. Just like I don't know. I guess it's just people's stupidity. I hate people.
Yeah.
Other people that I don't know.
You know what? Why? I don't think
Yeah.
I'm gonna be able to argue with that because I think I agree. Like
Yeah, I agree.
I
Oh.
totally agree with that one. There's
I got
not
one
much
more.
that I
We're
dis
cool.
like. I don't like people's lack of empathy towards other people.
Other people.
Like
Yeah.
Right.
I've complained
Like-
about this a lot at work. Like I'm totally fine with, and I do it often. Where if I'm doing my job and it's like there's some downtime, I'll be on my phone. I'll goof around and talk to people. But if I'm in like a team function and my job relies on other people, and those other people are just like goofing around, and I mean like just like there was, for example, there was this one instance. I was unloading a trailer, and it was just me and this other girl, and she was supposed to be taking these items and just putting them in a cage. Super easy stuff. So she's just on her phone, and I counted, and I mean, I looked at my watch. It was like 1 or 2 minutes, and that's a long time to just be like. It doesn't sound like a lot, but when you're sitting there waiting, I can't do anything else until she starts moving. But
Yeah.
like,
Just like, come on now.
just the lack of like, don't make me look bad. If you want to do that, that's fine. Like if you're on your own time, like, man, I hate when people do that. Like just like you said, these people are just stopping in the middle of the road. Like, don't slow me down. Like if you want to do that, just move over a little bit.
And then you like honk or you say something, and then you're the asshole.
You're the dick. Yeah,
I
exactly.
wanna start by saying
Bro,
that I agree with both of you, but I'll take a stab at the argument.
Ooh, Alex is going devil's advocate. Okay.
But I agree with you. I
Okay.
honestly do. People do drive me nuts. But do you think it's just a numbers game when you're out in public? Like everybody's had an off day. And do you think like, especially the guy with the kids in the carts, like obviously when he did notice you and he's got
I
kids,
know.
he's got a wife,
Yeah.
he was like, oh shit, I'm sorry. Like, I don't know. I don't know if that was a dumb guy. It was just, you just happened to be at that moment at that guy's that had
But
a
it's
lapse
more
of
of the
judgment.
situation that annoys people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Wyatt was saying, like it's more of the situation. Like
Yeah.
he's just mad
situations are
about the
situational.
situation. Like obviously the other guy, you have no idea what's going through his head.
To me, it always equates to there's probably a better time and a place to what you are doing than what you're doing.
Right. Like I'm never gonna be just chilling in the middle of a parking lot.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
ever. I was taught not to play in the road. Like I'm like, even if I'm talking to somebody, I'm not gonna be chilling in the
Yeah.
parking lot. You know?
I think my argument would be more that it's just a numbers game. It's the same with the chick on her cell phone. Now I don't know what she was doing. maybe she's going through some shit, man. Like we don't know what she's like. Maybe
I'm
she's
sure I've done
texting
it
her mom.
before,
Yeah.
But
man.
like in
That's
my
what I'm saying. I
thing,
mean,
it's
I'm
like,
sure
okay,
I'm-
well, leave.
Got it.
Like, get someone
Sure.
else down here.
Sure,
Like,
sure.
but yeah,
There was a better way to handle it, but like, man, I've sat at lights. Listen, I've sat at lights and just zoned out before. Not even. And usually it's early in the morning where like I'm not on my phone or anything. I just like, oh shit. Usually nobody
Yeah.
honks at me. It didn't take me that long, but I'm just like, oh shit.
Alex didn't
Yeah, I
wake
gotta
up from
go.
his morning nap yet.
Yeah.
Alex is the dude Wyatt's getting pissed off
Yeah,
at in
man.
the morning. He's just like, yeah.
You tell me you never like sat at a light a couple extra seconds long, just didn't notice. I've had
Hey.
Vernon cut me off on the road one time. He was that guy. He was that guy, you know, when you're coming down the two roads, like, and they merge in. I told you the story. Vernon was just like, nope. He like, this is my lane. I was like, you fucking asshole.
My lane.
That's not how this road
Listen,
works.
there's something that I really genuinely hate, and like I feel like this is kind of breaking the rules too, because everybody probably hates this. Is like assholes who like high beam the shit out of you and then ride your ass, bro. I fucking hate that shit like with a passion. It makes me want to just like slow down to a crawl and just
Yeah.
say fuck you. I'm going
Yeah.
as slow as possible. Like I want to like turn my mirrors so the light reflects back into their fucking face. Like
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like I hate that.
And then they
shit
go,
so
they start
goddamn
going
much.
around you, and I'm like, man, I hope somebody else comes around that fucking corner. They're like, man, I hope someone comes up over that fucking hill, you dickhead.
I
So,
tell you.
Especially if they've been riding your ass for a while and they high beam you or whatever, and you're like, go around, go around, or whatever. I don't even do that most of the time.
I'm not
like,
gonna
they
play-
start flying around you, and I'm like, dude, I hope there's someone coming up or over that bend, you
a
asshole.
deer.
Or a deer, yeah.
That's what it would most likely be.
And it's not even like just high beaming, because not every car that's bright ass lights is high beaming you, but like the ones that ride your ass,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I
back
fuck
up.
at
I
nighttime,
actually
bro.
hate
Like I
tailgating
hate
with
it.
a passion.
Yeah.
Like, that's
I
not gonna
back
make me
up.
go faster.
I hate
Yeah.
when people tailgate.
It makes me want to slow down.
Or when you're like driving in the snow, and they're
Oh,
like, "Come
yeah.
on, move it," and I'm like, "I'm going at my own pace. You
I
better
will
chill."
say though,
Fuck you.
ever since I got my vehicle, I have a 2020 car right now, and all the vehicles I had before that were like super old. So like my low beams almost were never sufficient. But ever since I've gotten this new car, and when I'm driving at night, I have had people flash their high beams at me constantly because my low beams, because like the factory lights that came with the vehicle, I guess are just so bright
They are,
that
they're
people
LEDs
think
now.
I have
But
my high
that's-
beams on.
That's
like-
one thing.
But I
You
also
know,
don't
that's
ride
not your
people
fault or
right
nothing.
behind them. Yeah.
But
Yeah,
that's the thing. Like it's
But
when
I
people
get
have
it.
those headlights and they're on your ass. If you're like back at a normal distance, it's not that bad. You know?
yeah.
See, like, I feel for those people, but then at the same time, not the tailgaters. I feel for the people with the bright lights that, you know, I get it now. But no, don't follow people, especially at night, man. Like, especially
That's what
around
I mean.
here.
Ever.
Specifically at night.
Especially ever.
All it
Just
takes,
chill, dude.
yeah. Like, there's
Yeah,
no,
relax.
man.
nah.
It's
Tailgating,
bullshit.
I hate
bullshit.
tailgating too.
I hate bad drivers, dude. Period. I just hate bad drivers, dude. I hate them. I hate when I'm coming out of where I live, you know, like you have like you can go this way or that
Yeah.
way and it's enough for two spaces. I hate when people come this way and they are like diagonal trying to go this way and
Yeah.
nobody can get in that way. And I'm
Yeah.
like, you're the
You're blocking
fucking
all the
reason.
fucking
Yeah,
traffic.
you're the fucking reason.
'Cause
You
then
can't
this
go
lane
anywhere because of
stops.
you. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, man.
Like
You can't go anywhere because of you.
you like get the fuck out of the way, dude. It drives me nuts. Drives me nuts.
That's funny. That kind of goes with why it's like that whole thing. That lack of awareness is
Lack of
all-
awareness.
That
Yeah.
translates to everything. I feel like a lot of bad driving is just people not paying attention to what they're doing. Like
I don't
they-
trust
they don't think
anybody on
about-
the road.
Dude,
Nobody.
I think people just
can't trust anybody
It's
on the
just
road.
an entitlement, I think, sometimes. And I don't mean
Sometimes,
to
yeah.
throw her to the bus, like, but my mom, dude, I always get on her shit 'cause she never uses turn signals.
Oh
Like,
my god!
she will when like people are behind her, but like I tell her all the time, I'm like, just use your turn signal, and she's
Yeah,
like, nobody
it's
was
not for
nobody
her,
by.
it's for everybody else, right?
She was like, nobody was behind me, and I'm like, yeah, but if you don't do it now, like eventually
You're
you're gonna
breaking the habit.
forget. Like, you just get into the habit of using your turn signal. And she's like,
Right.
I do
I
that
use it
now
no
when I'm
matter
turning
what.
into my driveway. Like,
yeah, dude,
because
use your goddamn turn
there are
signal.
sometimes kids are playing out there, so like, you know, then I have to like pull up, wait, and then they don't see me or know I'm turning. So then I have to turn my turn signal on. So now I turn my turn signal on, so that way when I pull up, If the kids see me, they're like, okay, we gotta move. Like, yeah, you gotta use your turn signals, especially
at
when
least
you're
know where
passing.
you're going.
Like if you're on the highway and you don't use your turn signals, man,
Oh,
just
yeah.
get out of
Drives
here.
me nuts.
Yeah.
As soon as I got into New Jersey, when I was going to Wildwood, I'm like, every stereotype, I'm seeing it right now,
man.
Man,
Right
like,
now.
our
He
roads
just, like,
suck and their
crosses
drivers
state lines.
suck. It's terrible, man. Like, just use your turn signal. If you want to drive like an
The
idiot,
last
go
time
for it.
I
But
was
tell
in
me
New
where you're
Jersey,
going.
their highways was nothing but ice.
Man, fuck New Jersey. That's a
We
garbage.
were like,
can of
how the
state.
hell did we get how the hell? This highway is ice. We can't drive on this?
And nothing good to New Jersey.
BMWs are sliding around.
New Jersey is just expressways and
Dude,
tolls.
it's a garbage can of a fucking state, dude. Let's get rid of that and take
You
fucking
losing-
Some of the
Puerto
people in New
Rico.
Jersey
Our
are cool
fans in
though,
New
so make sure to
Jersey,
like
man.
and subscribe.
Yeah. Just fucked up.
Sorry, your state sucks.
Yeah, sorry, state sucks.
People are
Yeah.
cool though.
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
Some people aren't. I'm sure a lot of them are assholes too. New Jersey.
I don't know that many people.
Yeah, I can't say I know a single person from New Jersey, so
I'd say
All I
out
know
of
about
like
him is like Jersey Shore.
I'd say out of like the 6 people I can name from New Jersey, I'd hang out with like 2. Like
That's-
Kevin Smith, that's about it.
That's
I'm
about
sure-
it.
Like the rest of the Jersey Shore, like,
no.
I don't think I want to go hang out with them.
No.
I guess
Probably
that
not
shouldn't
even from
represent a
Jersey.
whole. That doesn't represent a whole state, I guess.
Yeah.
I've had nothing but bad times every time I've gone to Jersey. I just don't like it.
Yeah.
And they used to have fucking don't have that shit no more. So fuck them.
Damn.
I do have one more, but Evan, you go ahead. But I thought of a better one.
Okay. Mine's an animal, and I think it is the worst animal of all, honestly, in my opinion.
Time.
And it's wasps. I hate wasps with a passion.
Yeah, but I take it as a sport. I approach that as a sport. Every time I see them, I'm like,
But okay, you tell me anytime you
don't-
see a wasp, you don't think like this guy's out to get me. Like
oh, absolutely, and that's
As
why I
soon-
go in attack
like-
mode immediately.
if
Yeah,
I
just
see
you have to.
if
You
I
have
see
to
a
be
snake,
aggressive.
you know, well, I guess I don't see
If I
snakes
feel-
nearly as much.
If I see a snake, I'm
But I guess
thinking
I
that
kinda
thing's
have
out
the
to
same-
get
I
me.
go straight defensive.
But-
I ain't going aggressive.
Yeah,
But most
exactly.
snakes, if they see you, they're not going to be, or most insects or bugs or animals or anything, they're not going to be like, "Oh, I'm going to get this guy." They're going to like, "Okay, I don't want you." There are wasps, especially yellow jackets, where they see you and they're like, "I'm going to ruin this whole person's day. Like, I'm gonna
Yes.
sting this
I hate
person."
them too. I
Maybe
agree
it's
with
because
you,
all
but-
3 of you just admitted you go into attack mode. Like, don't try to like
No.
attack the hornet.
No,
No,
you got to
You
because
don't have
if,
to. You
you
just
have
gotta
to.
wear
That's-
yellow or be holding
You
a
get the
soda,
spray.
and they.
That's why you guys be getting stung.
I never get
I don't get
stung
stung.
because I go in attack mode.
I don't get
Take-
stung. No,
take
I go
care of the
ultra instinct
situation
when I
for-
see. I go
Exactly.
defensive.
There was a wasp. I was out grilling the other day, and there was a wasp right beside me, and Tyler's freaking out, and I was like, "Go inside." And I ignored the shit out of that wasp, and he flew the fuck away.
Well,
Like, just go.
But you know
That's-
what?
that's
If you
you.
would have looked at it just a little
Gotta
bit
send a
differently,
message.
like if you would have tilted your head wrong or something, he would have been like,
You know
it would
how
have been like,
like dogs can sense emotions. Maybe he senses that you want to kill it. He's like, that fucker wants to kill me.
it feeds off of our
Yeah.
fear. That's
Thank
exactly it. And
you.
that's
Just
why they're the
right.
worst.
They like
animal.
fly right around your face and they hover around you, and you like,
Yeah,
"You son of a bitch."
and
Nope,
like
Not
bees,
today.
I'm cool with bees. Bumblebees, love them.
Bumblebees I'm cool with.
Honeybees, man, I love honey. That's fine.
yeah, I don't mind. I
Wasps,
don't mind.
you know
looking at
those-
other bees.
You know,
Wasps and yellow jackets.
and your argument could be like they pollinate flowers. We got a billion other things that can pollinate flowers. We can.
You know what? You're
Wasps.
right though. Like I don't have a problem with any of them other bees, but like wasps and hornets.
Wasps and
fuck-
hornets,
It's just a fear it's instilled in you. It's the same fucking animal, man.
because they're assholes.
It's the same fucking animal, man. They run on the same bullshit.
Not bees.
Yeah, but big
Bumblebee
big
ain't gonna
bees,
mess
big
with you.
bumblebees, they are
Bumblebee's just
annoying
trying to
more. Like
buzz,
when they
you
fly
know?
around, I try to swat them. Like get the fuck out! But I'm not out to kill them. You know.
Yeah.
But I hate
A honeybee
them,
and a
big bees.
honeybee stings you, man. It's dead in a day, you know, because it's gonna leave its
Yeah.
big ass abdomen in your arm. But a wasp,
I can't even tell you the last time I got stung by a bee, man.
So like you upset that like wasps have evolved to the point where like if you try to kill them they can come back,
No, I'm upset that they want
Like
to kill
you're
me
cool that
all
the
time.
honeybee can sting you, but it's gonna die later. It's gonna get its up and
But
coming.
a honeybee gives me a
Like-
purpose, you know, like a honeybee it produces something that's beneficial to me, you know, or society. I get that.
What a wasp.
It pays its dues to society.
It
A
does.
honeybee
they're just
pays its
bees, man. I
dues.
think they're just like aggressive bees. They pollinate and shit too. I'm pretty sure.
They do,
What do
but we
wasps-
got a
wasps
billion
do?
other things that could pollinate better than wasps. Look at bumblebees; they're so friendly and nice and cute. You know, they're
And that is animated children cartoon shit. That is the same
No.
fucking bug,
no, it
Just
is
with
not.
fur all-
Oh,
bro.
shit.
It'll sting the
bumblebee-
shit out of you just the same.
You
Aren't the
know what the
bumblebees-
wasps like debt to society is? Population control. It kills caterpillars and green flies and stuff. So it's like it's a killer. That's what it does. It's a
Yeah.
predator.
Everything's got a place in this world.
We're doing
That's
a good
good.
job killing those things
God,
off. on
prove
our
that
own.
we're higher
We
on
don't
the
need
food
'em.
chain. Damn wasps.
Yeah,
I'm just-
man. We be killing things all the goddamn time.
Exactly. We don't
Well,
need wasps to do it
just-
too. They
Glad we're
kill
higher on
us,
food.
and then people, some of them get stung and they swell up and die.
Yeah.
Assholes, they build their big ass nests.
Listen,
Yeah,
I-
and
Nooks and
listen to
crannies
this,
of your
okay.
house.
That's another thing.
I ain't trying to fuck with them either. but-
Hornets, they build their nests and stuff in like plain view. Yellow jackets, they're gonna build it underground, so you don't even know they're there until you step on it, and then they're gonna kill you or attack you.
Yeah.
Bro,
Awesome.
between 2001 and 2017, 1,000 people have died from wasps.
That's
Okay.
actually surprisingly low.
Extremely
I thought that
low.
number was gonna be way higher when you started saying.
1,000 and
Just says 1,000 people who died from stings.
In the U.S.
Exactly 1,000.
The CDC said this. Between 2001 and 2017, more than 1,000 people have died from stings.
That's vague.
those 1,000 people were probably not aggro when they saw
Yeah,
them.
exactly. They were
Probably
chilling.
were
They
ag,
didn't
bro.
take care of the situation. They let it
Exactly.
They
escalate.
probably went and fucking tried to kill it, and then, like you guys said about stepping on fucking hornets' nests and shit, they arrested him. Were like, "Yo, that motherfucker killed Steve. Fuck that
Get
Get
dude."
his ass.
Yeah, and then
other
that's
day,
where three of them.
We went up to
Yeah,
the
man.
Bluefield pool, and there were there were some wasps that like the paper wasps, the generic black ones. They were just like flying around, and she's afraid of bees. She hates bumblebees and wasps and stuff. And I try not to show her that. I'm just like, okay, go away. Like you said to Tyler, like get out of its area if it's bothering you. You know, like
Oh.
don't sit there. But well, anyway, we're in the kiddie section of the pool, so we're over on the one side with Gracie, and then Olivia goes back over to that side with a pool noodle and starts like whacking.
She's got the. She's got that
taking care of
mentality.
the
She's like,
No,
we gotta handle this
no.
right now.
She got stung, didn't
She's
she?
like,
No, she
Dad,
didn't get
you were
stung.
wrong. We need to take
You're
care of it.
wrong. My instincts are telling me to kill this thing.
But that's
Okay.
exactly it. She's like, no, I gotta smack it or snap it. That's what she says. You gotta snap
Alex is fighting his evolutionary instincts by
Oh,
not
yeah.
going after these bees.
it. Olivia did not. She embraced it. She went
Yo,
at it
but-
with a pool noodle and was whacking up.
My only argument, and listen, I'm not trying to like cuddle a wasp or anything, but like it is the same goddamn animal as a bee, dude. Like
Mm-mm.
But
it
they're
will
not as
do the
aggressive.
same thing. Yo, wasps aren't aggressive. Stop trying to hit it. Like I have never like just been like seen a wasp just like fucking beeline it towards me and be like, "Shah, gotcha."
Why you think it's called
Ah.
a beeline?
Because the bees. What was your argument? Because the bees.
That's all you need. Why you think they call it a beeline? Because it goes straight for you. Because it's a bee.
See, I got white on my side, I think.
No, but that's where it comes from. That's where it comes
sounds
from.
like you're on my side now. You think a beeline comes from a wasp?
You're not gonna call it a
You're not
W
helping us. You're not
line.
helping us.
The W. Why?
Why do they call it a wasp?
The W line doesn't sound as catchy, so they had to call
Exactly,
it a
you
B
got it.
line.
Exactly. A lot of
I'm
people
with you, Mark.
classify a wasp as a bee. You know, it's
Yeah.
within the bee family, man.
But it's
Yeah, that's
better.
what I'm saying.
But it's not the same.
But
That's
it's not
why-
the same because not
it's
all
not the
bees are
same.
aggressive.
That's true. It's like a square is a rectangle, but a rectangle is not a square.
What?
Boom.
No. What?
Yeah, that's true.
Square is a square.
No, a square is a type of rectangle.
Oh. Okay. When you
But a
okay, I
rectangle's
thought
not
I
a
was just
square.
like
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was just
Yeah.
like
Boom. That's that. right
a wasp is
there.
a bee, but a bee's not a
What the
wasp.
fuck does that have to prove?
That's some shit right there, though.
That's how we're.
What?
That's it.
That's
But
a square.
listen-
It's a rectangle.
Close,
The
Alex.
rectangle's not square.
I
Done.
got something else to say. Listen, around 81,000 to 138,000 people die each year because of snake bites. Okay.
Okay,
And
I
then
want you to look up how many people die from bees.
okay, but listen, and then around 3 times as many. That number are amputations and other permanent disabilities caused by snake bites. So that's like ridiculous, bro.
I wanted to make a comment earlier too about Vernon's fear of snakes, and this is not going to help his fear of snakes at all. But I was just going to say how most snakes that we see aren't venomous or even aggressive for the most part. Like I know what we're probably thinking of are like garter snakes and black snakes and stuff. But I did hear there was a guy that actually he was a customer at the bank that I worked at. He was trying to get a black snake out of his yard. Just like what Alex said, where you pick it up and try to lift it up. Well, the snake
outta here.
bit
Dog
him, okay? And it was just a black snake, so he didn't really think anything of it. Well, I guess the snake was eating like a rat or something beforehand, and it infected his hand, and he almost lost his
shit.
whole thumb because
See?
the snake
From a
bite
regular ass
infected.
snake.
And it wasn't even. It was
Just-
just a black snake. It wasn't even
That could
like.
happen from a
still.
dog.
But
How many people
But
die
to-
from bees?
To answer your question, 62 a year are killed by bees. 62. So, I mean, that's not a high number. Your chances
Probably
are
like-
very low.
but
Probably
okay.
like the same case
I
as
would
the
So
say
more
wasp.
people
too-
probably got killed by dogs.
Bee venom
You
is
know?
also very less potent. It's much less potent. I feel like
Maybe
more
not.
people are
Dogs don't
stung
kill
by
people.
bees than bitten by snakes.
Oh no,
I-
I was still in the wasp argument.
Damn, dogs kill 30 people a year.
That's less.
That is less,
still a
but
lot of
that's
people.
still that's still a lot
How
for
many
a domesticated
bee
animal.
stings though? Because like I can't
That-
Depends
that's
if you're
probably,
allergic.
Did you say
Yeah.
1,000 in like what was it like 12, 13 years? That's probably 100 people a year. About
60.
Right,
Yeah,
I
he said
mean,
64 or something, right?
62.
yeah.
62.
The wasps and bees, it's
Okay,
the same fucking thing.
but I'm just saying like those are probably all allergic reactions. But I'm not saying like a
What do
most
you think
wasps.
the wasp is? You
I
think
didn't
wasps
say
are
they
like
were
big and like
deadly. I just said
impale
they're
them?
assholes. I'm
Yeah.
not
I
trying
don't
to
know,
get
man.
What about them
stung.
murder hornets?
It's gonna ruin my day.
Murder
Listen.
hornets
Killer
Murder
bees are a thing.
hornet.
Why didn't they call them killer bees?
Killer bees.
because they kill.
Yeah.
That's
Nobody
what,
said-
Killer whales.
How many
they do
people
kill, though.
are
They kill a lot.
stung by wasps?
They want you to think they're cute and free willy and shit.
But they'll kill you.
They'll
that's
kill you.
death, Not
They kill sharks and shit.
they'll kill you for sure.
They kill dolphins. They're assholes.
There's never been a fatal attack by a killer whale.
Hey, in 2019, bee sting deaths jumped over a 6-year period.
See?
That's it.
Because you guys
No,
have
we
gotten
don't fuck with-
lax around bees, man.
Don't
That's
fuck
why.
with hippos. How many hippos kill? Like how many
lot.
people died of hippos? A lot.
You guys have been getting lax around bees, man. I'm
What
just
is-
saying, you're gonna treat
Wait.
wasps like that. You gotta treat bees like that.
Yo,
Dude.
hippos kill 3,000 people
Yeah,
a
dude,
year.
it's a ton of people. They're aggressive. as shit.
America's most
Hippos.
lethal animal.
They're the most deadly, I think.
They crush your head like a watermelon.
Yeah, man. They're deadly
Why,
as shit.
why do people get so close to them that they kill 3,000 of these motherfuckers a year?
They run
think-
up on people, I think.
Yeah,
They
they're
run up on
aggressive.
people?
And like people will be swimming and they're like completely submerged, dude, and then they're just like, "Rah!" I'm just like, gotcha.
Oh my god, imagine being eaten by a hippopotamus. And that thing would just
Huh.
eat you, like whole.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they big ass mouth.
You
It'll
worried
chop
about
you in half.
pelicans, man. They ain't worried about pelicans.
Okay.
What's the pelican death rate
Oh
a
my
year?
god.
To be fair, okay, according to this article from 2015, and I have no clue where the source is for this, so I don't want to say it's fact. But apparently, for most animal deaths throughout the United States in a year, most or bees and wasps cause the,
The
most
most out of all animals.
out of all animals.
So
Mm.
again, it's the same shit.
Yeah, but then you're just
Okay,
convincing
but-
us to
okay.
kill more bees.
All
It's
right.
still they're lumped in.
I'm just saying you're
That's still
trained,
fighting for the be more aggressive.
You're,
Yeah.
Be
you're
more
trained.
aggressive.
You're trained like by like cartoons and shit. The bees are cute and shit, and I'm telling you, it's the same fucking animal. It's
Compared
all
to
high
a
mentality.
wasp, it is.
Well, fine, I agree with you. And now we'll just
A
start killing all the
bumblebee,
bees.
like that goes back to the contributing aspect, where a wasp doesn't do shit except be an asshole.
Yeah.
But it
And
doesn't
kill.
contribute anything
Yeah.
other than just
I see
build
bumblebees
nests.
on flowers more than wasps too. Just saying, wasps are always after me.
What the hell do
Bum-
bumblebees do?
Bumblebees pollinate flowers,
They
but a lot
pollinate.
better. And
So do wasps. We already went over that.
But wasps,
Nah,
but
wasps just kill. Their
bumblebees
job
aren't
is a predator.
dicks.
They kill bugs and shit.
Yeah, and they kill bugs and shit.
Okay,
keep
So
the garden.
pollinating and killing bugs.
They don't pollinate.
I think they do, but
No,
No.
Wasps?
no, that's somebody else's
Do they?
job.
I'm pretty sure wasps.
Do we
pollinate.
fly? No, that's the bird's job. They don't do that. I'm telling you.
I'm just saying. But it also says though that the average human can withstand more than 1,000 bee stings. That's crazy.
I'll take more than that.
So you can. So you're telling me I can die from the sheer amount of stings one take?
Yeah,
sure,
but most
absolutely.
of the deaths are caused by like heart attack, shock, or asphyxiation from
Because
like
you getting
allergic
you guys
reaction.
getting panicked. You see a wasp. You're
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you're getting stung 1,000
me, I'm
times,
just
that'd
like-
probably freak me out too. Did
Your
you know
heart
that
rate's
an
going up.
ant is actually in the wasp family?
Yeah,
An
I can
ant?
see that. I can see that.
Probably. What about a praying mantis? Because they got the same type of head.
Well, maybe.
That's like
You know what? If a praying mantis is in the wasp family, Alex, I think you might have
Fuck
to
'em.
agree with me.
Yeah, then I changed my mind. Fuck them then.
Praying mantis. Oh,
Is- oh.
oh, hold up, Alex. They might be my
Wait a
best
minute.
friend.
They own family.
Oh my god.
Family of bitches.
Apparently, a praying mantis can kill a wasp easily.
Fuck yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, a praying mantis can kill a wasp. The wasp would have to attack the mantis from the dorsal side in order to sting it. Though the majority of wasps feed on small insects and spiders,
How
they
do
would
we
be
get
totally
here?
unable to carry an adult mantis in flight.
Exactly.
A praying mantis would eat
The
a
more you
wasp.
know.
So Alex,
So
This
there's
is the educational episode.
that's one reason to like a praying mantis, Alex. They're gonna.
I
kill
don't
a wasp.
dislike wasps. We already went over this. I think you
Well-
guys have an irrational fear of wasps.
I don't think it's
I
irrational.
don't think it's
It's
a
a
fear. I
hatred.
don't have a fear
I have a
of
fear.
one.
I have a fear.
Yeah, Evan's saying the one he has the fear.
I think it's the
they're a
same thing
nuisance.
as a fucking bee. It's just colored differently. And it does look mean as
I don't
shit.
know,
I'll give you
man.
that.
Potato,
It looks
tomato.
like mean.
I instantly I don't know. I'd be chilling, like we'd sitting out on the porch sometimes. I'd be chilling. I see like a bumblebee or whatever flying. I'm like, okay, look at him. He's
Okay.
just over here doing his
Apparently-
That's
thing.
because
He's
you've
all
seen
right.
him on Winnie the Pooh, man.
He's
And
just
you're
doing
like,
his
"That thing's
thing,
cute.
and then I
It's
see a
fuzzy, it's
wasp,
cute."
and I'm like, this like.
Because that thing's never been on Winnie the Pooh.
I instantly, I gotta be like, all right, where's he going? Is he coming this way? What's he doing?
Bees
got
and
never-
wasps, they are
They
in
never
the
sang
same
you a song,
order.
a lullaby.
Like of the animal
Yeah, man.
thing. They are in the same order, but bees are hairy and wasps are smooth and shiny. So there you go.
They got
they look-
spikes
They
on
look
them.
like
Yeah,
fucking-
wasps have spikes and stripes, and they look all mean.
Asshole.
Wow.
one more irrational fear for me.
Oh, actually, you said you had
definitely-
one.
I have
Yeah.
one more. I have white coat syndrome, like to the max. Needles, any of that shit. Anything with to do with the doctor is
Ooh.
like
Really?
makes my fucking anxiety spike. I'm afraid of it. It's white coat.
Why?
syndrome. I don't know.
I
So
don't know.
it's an irrational fear.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm with you to the point. I go when I have to.
Mhm.
But like I got my COVID vaccine, but it took a lot to push me to do it, and it was
Really?
not fear of vaccines. It was just the
Needles,
fear of
man.
getting the shot.
It's
See, I
needles.
never have an issue. Like, I do go to the doctor only when I have to, but like, I don't have I have no problem going. If they need to take blood or give me a shot, no problem. Give it to me. I have no
hate
like.
blood
I don't
taking.
mind.
I hate giving blood. It's
I
the
have no
worst
problem.
of the needles.
Getting blood is like the COVID shot. I actually barely felt, but that's the only reason I didn't get a flu shot was because I didn't want the shot. It wasn't. I understand its necessity and how great it is, but I didn't want to get the shot.
Listen, I go to the doctors every year, and I'm like, I get that checkup for my insurance stuff, and I'm always in like amazing health, but like I just have this fear that they're gonna find something wrong. Like that's where you go to learn something's wrong.
Yeah.
with you.
Yeah.
And like it's irrational, dude. I know it is. White
Yeah,
coat
but you
syndrome.
also got to remember that they most places have your best interest at heart.
They just want my money, damn it.
Yeah.
It's funny, Alex,
So-
because like there's not
But
many
they're not
things
going
that
to do
make
anything
me.
to you that's going to harm you really in the long run. Like they're there to help you.
We'll see.
But-
That needle's not going to hurt you.
I kind of get it though. Like, you know, like you could have cancer your whole life, but you know, once you figure out you have it, it's like that's
Yeah,
when it,
man.
that's when it
That's panic
starts to go
mode.
downhill. I mean, because obviously, yeah, you could just wake up and not wake up because it killed you, but like you didn't know it's coming. You go to the doctor and you find out it's coming, and now you have to live with it. Like, I get it, I guess. But a lot of things don't make me anxious, Alex. Like I'm pretty calm for the most part. But I could tell when I went to Rite Aid to get my first shot, the dude that was giving me the shot, I started like talking, like diarrhea mouth almost.
Dude,
And this
because you're
dude was
just
not
anxious.
having it. Like he was just like I was asking him, I'm like, so how many of these are you doing a day? You know, like just trying to get my mind off of it. And he's like giving me like one word answers and stuff. And I'm
10.
just like, all right, I'm picking up the
I'm not a talker at
I'm picking up
all
the
when I
vibe in the
go
room.
places.
I'm just gonna
No. I can't help it, man. I'm with Evan.
Yeah.
Like I just like because that gives me so much anxiety, I have to get it out.
I get
Like,
nervous
Yeah.
with
Like I have to do something to move
I'm
it
like
out.
Wyatt. I'm like,
It is what it is, man.
what's
What
up?
makes you anxious though?
mm.
Hmm.
I got
Like,
Like
even
when
when-
something like something like that I know on my calendar, something that's on my calendar, and I'm like not necessarily nervous, even if it's a good thing, like a good nervous, like
Yeah.
ooh, like a big like something at work or like anything, like or like an interview or something like that, stuff like that. Like
Hmm.
I get super anxious, or sometimes, man, even just being like, and I'm not like I can be in public and everything, but sometimes even just being in public, I'm like, man, I need to get the fuck out of here. You know, I just like being around a shitload of people, but it's not like I'm against it. I do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But sometimes I'm just like, oh man,
Yeah, see-
like I'm just,
Like I said, it's an irrational fear. I get it. But doctors just, they just make my anxiety. Travel and doctors make my anxiety like, and I'm not afraid of either of them. It's just
Yeah.
makes my-
Travel gives me anxiety.
Yeah, far
I-
travel.
I have one that it's completely irrational, and it's a fear of like letting go of control, and it's driving with other people. I get so anxious when I'm driving with other people. You guys don't know what was going on inside of me when we were coming back from Scranton when Cody was falling asleep while driving on the way home. Dude,
me and we're all
you
just
are
like,
all passed out, and it is just me and Cody, and I am
Evan's
asking
sitting
him.
in there just
He is just like he's driving, and he's just like, and you know, Cody's eyes are kind of like,
and he
squinty
just
as
kept
it
being
is.
like, I'm good,
But,
like you were saying.
I see them actually getting like heavy, and I'm like, Cody, you good? He's like, yeah, I'm good. And I'm like, we gotta pull over. Like that's why we pulled over at that Wawa because
Yeah.
yeah,
Cody needed to go to sleep or just I was freaking out on the inside. Like my feet were pushed up against like the base of the car.
You know,
like, I
if
was
you get
supposed
into an accident, Evan, you're
Dude.
supposed to relax.
I just there's just this fear of like other people driving, and it's not that I don't trust their driving. I don't know what it is. If I'm in the back, I'm actually fine because I can't see what's going on. I can erase it, but
To be fair, and maybe other people think this about me, and I love Cody, but he is not a good driver.
so okay.
Like-
Thanks for putting that like
He's not.
assurance in
Dude, I remember taking him down to Georgia to go hiking. And Marissa's got, I'm sure your car has, I'm sure most of your cars have it, like all those safety features are like auto brakes for you and all that bullshit, He probably made that activate 10, 15 times. He's like, damn, these brakes are so touchy. And I'm like, no, stop fucking riding people's ass, dude. Like, get off. Like, I've been driving that car for years. I think the auto brake has hit twice for me. Maybe, like maybe.
Mine have
twice.
almost all been accidents. Like I was like I go to merge into a lane and it thinks there's an object in front of me and there's actually not. Like and then it
You
starts
come up
to
over
activate.
a hill too fast,
Yeah.
it'll do it. Like, because it like thinks
Like,
you're coming at the hill.
That's the only
Like,
time
yeah.
mine has actually activated in a year and a half since I've had it. Like
In like the 3 years I've owned the car, I think once it happened, it was just in the morning. And I mean, I was stopping. My foot was on the brake. It's not like I wasn't stopping, but I was just going a little too fast for the car. It was like, no. We're stopping. And then, all all right, man. Like, cool.
Yeah, that's
No,
probably
man.
my like big irrational fear. It's like, yeah, it's not that I don't trust people's driving. It's just that lack
I
of
feel
like
like
letting go.
I'm the opposite in the car, man. I'm
Oh,
super
I know you
comfortable.
are. You are out usually.
I'm super comfortable no matter what seat we're in. I'm just like, oh, dude's got it. All right, man. Like, then wake me up when we get there. Some shit. Like, I'm super comfortable in the car, and like I could sleep anywhere, type of thing. Like, I don't.
Yeah.
I could
I
sleep
can too.
anywhere. Like,
Yeah.
oh, that
I
might
can
just
shut my
be-
brain off.
Yeah, like I don't even need like quiet place. You
Yeah,
know,
let
it
it
don't even got to be quiet. It's all good.
sleep at the NASCAR races. I don't give a shit.
Shit. Oh my god.
Oh man.
I don't know.
You guys
I'm just
got
super
any others
comfortable.
like super irrational fears? Like,
I don't have any more, man. That's
No.
like it's hard to think of. Like, I don't know, man. That was the only one I know that like that happens regularly, like with the people and just not thinking and not being aware of their surroundings. That happens daily. Where I'm like, this fucking guy or this person. Like, come on now. I've done it. I'm sure. I'm
Yeah,
sure
we all
someone said the exact same thing about me somewhere. So I mean, it
Yeah.
happens.
It's a numbers game.
it happens, yeah. But there, you can definitely tell the context matters as well. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
Especially
there's
if
some
it's
people
like,
who honestly don't just pay attention to their surroundings. And again, man, I feel like I'm throwing my whole family in here. My sister, man, she's one of those people, man. I don't know how she survived as long as she did, dude. I think I've told you guys this before. Like, I'll be like walking on the road with her, and she'll just be like walking across the street. I'm like, yo, there's a car coming. What are you doing? I'm always like pulling her back and stuff.
She survived because she got people like you
Yeah,
there
how
to
the
help
fuck
her.
you
You know what I
super
mean?
aware.
It's like I got you.
Like, Jesus, man. Just like walking about to run into somebody. I'm like, hey, Amber, like, chill. It's not even like she's texting or anything. She just isn't paying attention.
she's not there.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just thinking about something else. Whatever, baby. Sorry, Amber. I mean, 300 bus. I know she watches. She watches this. So.
She's like, that son of a bitch.
Oh well. We all throw people under the bus once in a while.
Yeah.
Alex's family just gets thrown under a lot, apparently.
Oh, man. My family, we're fucking harsh to each other. They're used to it. Like, we always tell people when they start like getting into my family, like, if you can't take getting made fun of, like, you're in the wrong place. My family's one of those families that are just roasting each other constantly. Be sitting around a fire just like eating each other alive, dude. Like, never stops.
Like praying
It is what it
mantises.
Dude, like, I don't know. I get made fun of for going bald at my fucking family get-togethers all the fucking time. Just like, fuck you guys.
Ouch.
That's why you always wear your hat.
I always wear my hats.
I'm getting there.
That's just how the families are, man. It's cool.
That should just be a running gag where you always, no matter like if we do other videos, but you always wear a hat.
Dude,
Like if we make any kind of skits or anything, you have to be wearing like a different style of hat. Like no matter
We're
what,
in
you
the pool.
never.
Alex has to have a hat. Like,
you guys,
He's swimming like
With the
underwater. You just see him having a hat on.
how long
How
have
funny
you,
would it be to do a cut
He
where
come-
like he
comes
goes
up and it's
underwater
dry.
and it comes up and it's dry? Like Wyatt knew exactly. Like we gotta have a way to do that. Like oh my god.
Just comes
you
up.
just got to
and-
reverse it. Just have him like actually
Yeah.
go in the water. Yeah.
man, how long you guys been friends with me? When's the last time you saw me had a fucking hat on?
Wow.
Been a while.
I feel like you
Probably
didn't
like
have
Key
one on
West.
the other day, or like the other podcast, but you put it on before. I don't think you had it on when you got on, but you had it on before the podcast actually started.
Dude, the last time I didn't wear a hat that I remember is when I dressed like Mr. Incredible. I didn't wear a hat like the entire time. Because
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That was on Halloween.
Did I be
It's not
sitting
too long
like
ago.
in my house, like in my sweatpants and no shirt, but a hat on? But
Yo,
like
that's
a
how
hat.
I used to be. Like in high school, I used to always wear a hat.
Yeah, man.
know what I
just
mean?
Hat
Mm-hmm.
going
But now I
bald.
just don't.
Yeah.
Like, my hair's too long.
Going bald.
Other than
man.
like golf, I've kind of phased out of the hat. I have them behind
Yeah.
me, but
I wear
So
them
much.
when I don't want to mess with my hair, because my hair sometimes gets like, even right now, you guys can't really tell, but
yeah.
like it.
I like
I-
the dad
I-
hats.
Yeah, man, I phased
Yeah.
out of the flat
Because
brims.
we're getting into dad hat
Getting old,
phase
That's what I
man.
now.
mean. And now
Sure.
that's what I want to wear, but my hair's a little bit too long. So
That's why I like
shit.
the hat I wear the most, if I do wear one, is that Nike golf
Exactly.
dad hat, bro.
I got like I exactly. It's like a golf hat. I love it. Like Alex has got on.
Yep,
Yeah.
they're so
I only
comfortable.
have two that I really wear anymore. Like I have a bunch, but I don't really wear them. But I have one that's a
I
Volcom
wish
hat,
I wore it more.
and then the other
probably
one's my
have, like,
golf hat.
Probably like 7 or 8 hats. I pretty much constantly rotate. I
Yeah.
probably have 15 work hats, dude.
Ooh.
Like,
Yeah.
like different work hats. I never go to work without a hat on, ever.
I
Wear, like,
started
wear-
wearing
You
a
got
hat.
beanies and shit.
Huh?
You got like beanies, Carmex beanies and shit
Mhm.
like that.
Oh, man.
I have a bunch
That's
of like brimmed hats. I got like mesh ones and not mesh ones and gray
Right.
ones and white ones and like one
Do
for every
whatever you
outfit,
feel like.
basically. But I
I'm
basically wear
upset.
one.
I had a really cool Alien Workshop beanie, and it was just like the alien from the logo of
Yeah.
Alien Workshop, the skateboards. No clue where it went, and I'm actually really bummed that I lost it because it was like a really cool beanie, and it's
Right.
completely gone, man. Every winter
You're gonna
that goes
go on
by,
eBay and
It's
find that it's
here.
like a rare beanie.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah,
Are you
you know,
serious?
speaking of that, I actually just got something off of eBay it's kind of rare. So my daughter, she has this teddy bear that she's had since she was born. I mean, like we have pictures from the baby shower where you can see it, like as a gift. She carries it around with her everywhere. Okay, she's 4 years old still, and this thing is wrecked. I mean, like,
Yeah, I remember. I think you talked about it before that it
Yeah.
was wrecked.
Anyway, we bought a replacement.
Oh,
So
man. Time to
apparently,
cut ties.
wait, what?
Time to cut ties.
Well, we're thinking
I'm
like if it
kidding.
happens like recently because it got a hole in the back, and we're like, all right, what happens if like this thing, or if she goes like preschool, which she might be starting soon, like I would hate for her to lose it and then not have it. So anyway,
I
apparently
would
this thing
not
is
let
like,
her take it to preschool then, man. They will take that toy.
I know when she
Kid.
took it to daycare, they were allowed one toy to bring, and
Yeah.
that was the one she brought. Now we actually wrote her name on the tag, but
yeah.
but anyway, this thing apparently is kind of rare. The only we actually tried looking for a replacement like a year ago, and they were like $80 on eBay. But we just found one. Someone was selling it for 30, and we were like,
Nice.
"It's
Get
worth it."
Yo, is she going into kindergarten
So she's
this year?
no, she's
Oh.
4. We might not let her go when she's 5. It all just depends. She actually on next Friday, not this coming Friday, but the next Friday. She was getting an evaluation for her it was mainly like speech and developmental things. But she might be going to a preschool. I think they actually have a class at Carroll Elementary.
So yeah, I was gonna say if she's going to kindergarten, Freya's going. It'd be cool they'd be in the same. I know they're close to the same age. Just
she
not.
might
I think
be
Freya's
held back, so she probably wouldn't be. Yeah, she's definitely not going at 4. I know some kids go at 4, and that's great.
Depends on the bird. Oh, Freya's 5.
Yeah.
Freya's actually she's got some hurdles too. She's great at her ABCs, man. She can do like the whole thing, but like she has a really hard time counting to 10. I don't know why.
Oh
Like,
wow! Yeah,
Just she knows all the numbers. She just like she can't put them in order all the time. And then people brought up and they're like, maybe she's dyslexic. And I was just like, nah, because she does her ABCs, She like
yeah.
she could do her ABCs, frontward. So I don't think so. I think she just I don't know.
See,
Kids
like,
struggle with different things,
Ours is a complete opposite. She is borderline like genius for her age, but her social skills are just awful. And that sounds bad, but like comparatively, like she's not good with other kids, and she's just not good at communicating what she wants and how she wants it. But like she can read on her own. And I think I mentioned this already. I may have. We haven't really taught her to read. She just
Picked
reads.
it up.
We were actually
awesome.
at Bloomfield. Vernon, I think you're muted unless you're talking to someone.
He's not.
He's not talking to us. He don't care about us.
Yeah.
I was talking to my girlfriend that she walked away. I guess she thought I was talking to y'all.
Vernon
She just
doesn't know where
ignored
he's
me.
talking to, I guess.
She just walked away.
But yeah, we were at New Bloomfield, the elementary school, playing on the playgrounds, and we were walking by, and there was a sign there that said "Student Pick Up and Drop Off," and she read it, and I'm like, how do you know these words? Because we have not taught you what these words are.
These words are.
But
That's
she just-
awesome, man.
Like Pokemon, she was watching a Pokemon video, and she remembers the names of some of these. Sometimes I don't remember them. Like the one day she remembered what Fennekin was. I'm like, what the what? I don't know what Fennekin is. Like, it's crazy,
What is
man.
that?
But she's just not good at like. Well, you probably saw when we were at Little Buffalo. She just played by herself like the whole time, which is
I
fun.
think some kids are more.
Yeah.
Freya, I mean, she's the same way. You saw she got frustrated with Hillary's little girl. Like, Freya wants to be by herself.
Yeah.
You know? She's like, leave me alone kind
Yeah.
of kid. But like, and Tyler's the opposite. He's like, God, like
Yeah,
kids, I love these kids.
It was kind of funny
But,
because
like-
when Freya was getting upset, Gracie was going up to her and was like patting her on the back, like they're there, like it's okay. And it's like, Gracie, she don't want anything to do with you right now.
Yeah.
Like this is the
She just
same as
needs
your
sometimes-
sister. Like
Take a step back. And I think some kids just different social
Gracie
levels.
is the complete opposite. Like I said, we were just at the pool, and I don't know, you probably remember Caitlin Kimmel was there, and her kid
Mhm.
was there. She just walks right up to her, just starts talking and playing. And I think
Just
it was
like,
her
hey,
kid.
what's up? How
Maybe
are
it
you?
wasn't her kid, but she was with someone, and their kid was
Yeah.
there. So, but anyway, some random ass kid, and she just starts making friends with him, and just
That's Tyler, man.
yeah,
You don't care.
it's weird. Kids are weird.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah,
me.
They're
as
all
a kid.
different.
Yeah,
No,
they're
it's all different.
all different.
It's even this friend group right here, you know. Some of us
Yeah.
are social, some of us aren't, you know.
Yeah, true.
Like
Probably
and-
all get along so well. That's like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? But everybody's different. Grow up with like
Yeah.
different experiences and shit, you know?
even without Freya and Tyler have the same experience. Tyler, huge outdoor kid, loves the creek, loves that all that
Mhm.
shit. Freya, like she'll go outside, but if you give her the option, she's inside. She
Yeah.
wants to be
Like, nah.
inside, watching TV, watching, you know, playing her tablet, doing
Right.
coloring, whatever she does. Yeah, she
Chilling.
preferred not to go outside. So
Tyler's out running around in the woods, like, you
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Stay
Like
away
with
from the
Kyrie.
creek.
With Kyrie. Kyrie's out in the woods with him, you
Yeah.
know? That's what that will, like, oh my God.
Tyler's the type of kid you open the door, and if I didn't make him check in, I wouldn't see him till fucking sundown. You know, like he'd be
like a
out.
dog. You just open the door,
Yeah.
let him
Just-
out, and then he'll come back
Yeah.
for supper.
It's like, comes back like dirty as shit, just covered in mud and
Oh,
dirt and
yeah,
water.
he
'Cause,
does.
you know, exactly, and sweat.
Oh.
I know, I got a boy too, man.
I
but, like,
love this kid, and I love that he wants to do things with me. But I come home today, and he's wearing my Kyrie Irving jersey, and it's a white jersey. And I've kept it very nice. And then it's fine, whatever. So I walk downstairs, I talk to Marissa, and I come back upstairs, and then he is trying to get ungrounded. So he's got this mop or this sponge, and he's cleaning. And I'm like, Tyler, you're in a white jersey with a bucket of dirty water and a fucking sponge. Take the jersey off. What are you doing?
take it off.
He got stuff all over. I think it'll wash
Oh
out.
my
Just take it
God.
He
off.
got stuff
I'm
all
just
over.
like, I'm like, Tyler.
Just use some bleach.
It's fine though.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's fine.
At least
Kids,
he was
man.
cleaning.
Can't have anything nice, you know. It's one of those old adages, you know. Can't have, my computer chair, and I was complaining months ago that the kids broke it. It used to have that foot fin that came out,
Yeah.
and like they leaned on it and snapped it. So Marissa bought me that new chair I was telling you guys about. Hey, they broke that shit too, dude. Like,
God.
like they're just rough, man. They just like everything's a toy to them.
I-
It's like, guys,
Oh,
Everything breaks so easily, even if it's not supposed to. Like they find a way to break it.
dude,
Right.
it's so like the back end of it comes up, and there's like a compartment right there. You're supposed to like put the pillows if you're not using them, and there's like a piece of cloth that sits over it that Velcro's there. And I don't know how it happened because he lied to me at first, but eventually I got it out of him. But I like just woke up one day and there's a big hole in it. I'm like, what the? So I'm guessing he like went to step on it thinking it was like supported, and he popped through it.
Yeah.
He eventually Tyler admitted to me that he did it because he lied to me at first, which neither here nor there. But I was like, come on, man. Like, I'm more upset that you lied to me at this point. I
Right.
mean, I'm like, don't lie to
expected
me.
you to break the chair.
yeah, like that's why I'm talking to you, because I know
Yeah.
you did it. I just want some confirmation. Don't lie to me about it. Like, I just want some confirmation. Let me know.
He did. I actually thought it was Ashton because Ashton was
Oh.
over. Ashton was over, and like, and I wasn't like, none of them were in trouble. I wasn't gonna punish any
Right.
of them. So I'm asking
Just
Freya.
like, we know what happened.
Freya said no, and now Freya, she's pretty good about telling the truth. She don't usually lie to me, and I know that's like such a hard thing to say. But Tyler's a little older. So he's
He's
learning.
more like
Yeah.
clever.
Yeah.
Like
He's
trying to
learning that
figure-
he can do white lies a little bit more. He usually gets caught, but he's learning about white lies, you know? But Ashton, I don't know if like he's just not used to it, dude, but he just like was like guilty. Like he just looked guilty to me right away. And he was just like, I'm sorry. And I was like, and I'm talking to Ashton, I'm like, it's all right, bud. I was like, thank you. And then Tyler came in, he's like, no, I broke it. And I'm like,
now
Ashton,
that
you
he
don't have
knows
to
that,
admit.
like,
He thought somebody else was gonna get in trouble for it. And I was like, Ashton, you don't have to like admit things you didn't do, man. Like, I felt bad, man. I was like, I'm sorry, Ashton.
you just look guilty.
He's like, yeah.
I mean,
did.
he said no at first, and I was like, listen, somebody did it. And then he was just like, yeah. And I was just like, it's okay, you know, like,
Is he really gonna be that mad? Maybe I could take the fall for this one, and someone else can like take the fall for the next thing.
I'm never mad, man. Marissa's the yeller. I'm like, I'm always conversation with my kids. Like, it's always just like I rarely am like screaming. It's easier though, I think, with dad voices. Like,
Yeah.
you know when I'm angry because I get deep.
Exactly. Dad voice comes out.
Dad voice comes.
I got
you know?
I got 3 times. I've mentioned this before. I'm super nice the first 2. If I gotta say it again, I'm getting pissed.
Oh, yeah. You're nicer than me. I didn't get him 3. I expect
there are
things.
some
Now my
things.
kids are a little older though.
Yeah.
When Freya was 2, it wasn't the same thing.
Yeah.
You know, when Freya was 2, but now she's 5 and Tyler's 9. So when I tell you something, when I'm coming back down to say it again,
then I'm
upset
mad because
now,
I know you understood.
Yeah,
you got me.
exactly. It's
You know what I
those
mean?
things
Yeah.
where it's like there are times Gracie she'll climb up on the counter and it's like, come on, we've had this conversation
Like,
a
you
million
know.
times. You might only be 2, but I know you're not supposed to do this. Like,
Exactly.
come on. Like that doesn't get 3 tries. That's just like, get down now. Like
Right.
that.
You're
Mom-
gonna fall.
Yeah,
Mom, they
exactly.
get-
Like I'm not trying
That's
to
what
be
I'm
a
worried
dick.
about.
I'm
Like,
trying to help you.
exactly. I'm not trying to be there. I'm trying to help you. I don't want you to get hurt. I don't want you to hit your head on this. Like, you
And
know,
I try to
that's
explain that to them. Like
exactly.
they get so upset if I tell them not to do something. And it's like, you can't walk
I'm
around
trying
with
to help you.
scissors or a knife. Like you're gonna stab yourself. Like, come on. You can't like Gracie was walking around with markers without the cap on, no paper in sight. Like,
Nope.
dude, you're gonna
trying
get
to help her, 1, preserve
Yeah.
the markers. 2, not ruin anything. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Not
think
get in
about-
trouble for ruining my walls. Like,
Well,
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
That's why I almost let it go earlier. She had these markers and she had them in like this case, and it was like stupid, but it was like whatever, you know, like she's not hurting anything. And she walked out to the kitchen and did something, and I forget what even happened, but anyway, she walked out of the kitchen, looked at the wall, and then went like this, and I'm like, like
disrespect.
it's that
Damn.
look, and you know that look where it's like they know what they just did, and you knew
Right.
they
Yeah.
did it on
They
purpose.
still did it.
That was not
Walk-
an accident. And then
walk
that-
'em
they,
right
they
in to
don't
get
get
the
the 3
sponge.
times. That's an
Yeah.
instant no.
Walk them right in to get that sponge. Be like, all right, turn around.
Oh,
You
she
know where the
was
sponge is too.
pissed after that though, because I took the markers away then, and she
Oh,
was
yeah.
screaming like, "Well,
Yeah. And as they get older, man, it gets better, but
eh,
it's just different fights. With Tyler,
Right.
again, it's only a one ask. We can have a conversation. If you feel like I'm being unfair or unjust, we can have a conversation
Mhm.
about it. Don't yell at me. Don't freak out about it. I don't want you stomping your feet. You want to have a
Right.
conversation why you think it's unfair or unjust? I
Cool.
welcome that. I mean, you're not
Anything
going to
else
win.
is-
I'm an adult.
is-
'Cause,
you're
like,
right.
I'm the dad. I'm eventually going to win the fight, but, I'll listen
There's
to
no
you.
reason for a tantrum. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, because like if you really like, I understand you're a little kid, but like I could explain things to you if you really
Yeah.
want me to. Don't
We can do
flip
this.
out here. You know
And
what I mean?
And I do let him win sometimes. If he brings like a good valid point to me, and I just think it's helpful
I'm
for his
like, oh,
confidence.
okay.
Like, you know
Yeah.
what? All right.
Yeah.
You won this fight.
Or
Don't
if
do
I'm
whatever-
actually wrong,
Yeah,
like, if I thought they were doing one thing and they're not, and I'm like, oh,
Okay.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
yeah."
Because I'm anticipating. It's like pre-crime. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You're like, oh, and like, oh,
Guilty until proven innocent.
No, my kids are guilty. But they got siblings, and they're always like hitting each other and throwing like not like maliciously. They're just playing, and they're just like, Tyler
Just
hit
hurting
me,
each
and then
other.
she'll go back upstairs, and he'll come down. Well, Freya hit me. I'm like, come on, guys. Like, if you're gonna play, just take a
Yeah,
hit. Like,
take
I'm
it,
not
exactly.
yelling at you guys every time a hand goes wild as you're wrestling and you get smacked in the face. Happens. Suck it up.
That's the thing. If you go to play be able to take a hit.
Tell
Yeah.
Just
me
like-
if you're bleeding. That's it.
The only thing that we're real strict on is because like kids play and they're like stop. They don't really mean stop. We use the red light rule. When somebody says red light, that's it. You're done. Like
Yeah.
no questions. Whatever's going on, it's over. So we're pretty strict if they don't honor the red light. Like
Yeah.
it's like you're in trouble if you don't honor the red light.
That's nice. Okay.
I feel you.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
if you just say stop, like there's sometimes where you're like stop, and then it's like
Exactly.
stop. Like
Yeah.
that's kind of
If
nice
the-
that you have a different word.
It's
for
hard
that.
because
Smart.
Tyler will do things to Freya and he wants a reaction out of her, but then she does too much. But I'm like, well, you did that, like you hyped her up. You got her to this point.
Yeah.
Like you're not allowed to be mad at her.
You can't
now,
agitate her
Right.
and then be
Yeah.
mad at the retaliation. Like
Exactly.
That's not
So
how it
we know
works.
red light, and even Tyler knows red light. Like then you're stopping too. Red light means everybody's done. Break and do something else. And even we
disperse.
use it. Like me and Marissa use it with the kids too. We're like, it's red light. We're done. When kids like play fight with you or like you're like
Yeah.
messing with them or they're jumping
like,
on your back. Yeah. They're jumping on your back. They're wrestling
jump.
with you. Eventually my back starts hurting. I'm like, all right, no, really, stop. Like, no, I'm really done. Stop it.
You're killing me.
Yeah, you're killing
You're
me.
taking years off my life right now.
You just stepped on my 90s. I'm down to my 80s.
Yeah, man. Do you want me to live a long life? Get daddy a
Stop
beer.
breaking.
Your beard.
I don't make my kids call me daddy or dad or anything. It's Alex. But when I proposed, Marissa, Tyler comes up and he's like, do you want to call you stepdad? And I was like, dude, you call me whatever you want. That's fine. And then I was like, you know what? I want you to call me Papa. Like, Papa? Like an old run. I was like,
Yes,
you have to say it
Papa.
like that. I was like, you have to say it just like Papa, can I
With
have
an
some more?
accent.
Yeah. He was like, no. And I was like, well, that's what I
Papa,
want.
can I go
Tyler.
outside?
That's what I wanted. I want to be Papa.
It'd be
Papa,
May.
can I
May
play
go
Fortnite?
outside?
Papa, can I play Fortnite?
Why, yes, you shall.
I won't buy any V-Bucks.
And then you give him a little pat on the
won't
head
stop
and he
getting
scurries
me.
along out the door.
You made Papa
Don't
proud.
you use
Made
my
Papa
car.
proud.
Don't.
No,
Oh
they don't call
God.
me. I didn't win that. So now I'm expecting grandkids and they're calling me Papa. Damn it. Calling me Papa.
Yeah, for some reason, Olivia calls me Evan sometimes, and I'm like, what the? Because Brittany will be upstairs or I'm downstairs or whatever, and she'll yell my name, and then Olivia will be like, Evan. I'm
I
like,
think it's probably because she hears Brittany yell Evan.
well, she knows,
Evan.
and now she knows that's my name. So
Yeah.
like,
Right.
if she's upstairs and wants me to come up, sometimes she'll be like, Evan, and then Gracie starts doing it. I'm like, no respect.
I'm dad.
That's
Oh,
not who I
Dad.
am
Oh,
to you.
if,
Daddy,
if that were
or
my
Pappy.
dad, that's exactly what would happen. He'd be like,
Yeah.
did you
My
call
dad
me
would do the
Mark?
same thing.
I'm not
My mom would
Mark.
do the
I am
same thing.
Dad.
Mr. Griffey. I don't care. Just
He-
give me some respect.
But he'd also do that if I said that. If I said like Mr. Griffey or Sir, if I called him Sir, he hated that. It was just like,
Really?
just call me Dad, nothing else.
I'm dad.
My mom would get that way when I would call her mother. Like, yes, mother. And then she would be like, oh, don't
Oh
even
my
do
God.
that.
Because that's
That's
like
because-
the sarcastic.
Yeah, you weren't saying it though. You
Yeah,
were like,
that's
yes, mother. You were going,
sarcastic.
yeah,
Yes,
mother.
mother.
Yes,
Yeah.
mother.
I'm with Beth there. You deserve to be yelled at.
Like a teenage girl, like, yes,
But
mother.
I feel like she just hated the term mother. Like my
Mother.
mom just wasn't big on like, I don't know, like that's just how like she felt. She just didn't like being called mother.
I wouldn't.
My grandma, and I don't think like not my grandma, my mother, when she became a grandma, didn't want to be called grandma. She was like, I don't want to be called grandma. Like, it makes me feel old, blah, blah, blah.
Mhm.
Well, however Bella got this, she started calling her Mamu. And she's like, it sounds like Shamu. I don't want to be called that. Stuck. Every grandkid calls her Mamu. Every fucking one. All call her Mamu now.
Mamu.
She's Mamu.
So like we call
It's
our
cool,
one
though, they got a
Mama, but
nickname
that's like an
for
old
it.
school thing. Like,
Maybe that's how we get grumpy old people.
Calling them
Maybe
things.
it's
oh,
because
Mamu,
they're like
yeah.
their kids or their grandkids call them something that like they didn't want to be called, like a nickname, and that's why they're always grumpy. They're just like they always call me this stupid name.
My
She's
kids
Mamu.
call my dad Grumpy. That's his.
Yeah?
That's his name. He's
Grumpy?
not like Grandpa or anything. He's Grumpy. That's
Dude,
what
we
they
have
call
a
him.
grandpa who lived in Arizona my whole life, and he was called Grandpa Far Far Away. That's what they call him. Like, that's what we call him. It's Grandpa Far Far Away.
Like he's from Shrek in the land of
Speaking
far,
of like
far
the
away.
name thing, have you ever seen that video of like the kid in the high school walking around calling all the
Oh,
teachers by their first name?
Some
No.
are dicks, dude.
Yeah, some are real dicks about it, but it's hilarious because it throws like all the teachers off. They're not
They're like-
expecting someone to call them by their first name.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, hey, Stacy," or whatever. And she's like, "That's not my name. You call me Mrs. Stevens or whatever." And she's, but yeah, there's like professors that get like pissed off. They're like,
I don't
"Don't
even
call
think
me."
I knew all my high school teachers' first names.
I only knew a couple.
Yeah,
A couple,
I
yeah.
could name a couple, but not many.
Like Mr. Griffey. What the hell was his first name?
Grippin? You
I
mean?
don't remember
You said
Griffin?
Grippin?
Yeah. Oh, my bad.
That's
yeah,
I don't
Mr.
me.
his first name.
Grippin,
I don't know his
actually, I
first
think
name.
his was Nathan. Not gonna lie.
Was it?
I'm pretty sure it was Nathan.
No idea.
That's actually one that came to my head when you guys were talking
Really?
Many months ago.
Yeah, I know Miss Elms' first name. I knew Miss Swab's first name.
Yeah,
Miss Reed's first name.
Mr. Baker.
Miss
obviously.
Britcher's first name. Mr. Baker's first name.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I do know a lot more than I think.
Yeah, like when you actually think back on it.
Every time I talk to Baker, like I have to switch it in my mind to call him by his first name
I call him.
because I automatically want to call him Mr. Baker.
I
Yeah,
would still call.
I
him
would
Mr.
probably still call him Baker. Like, I don't think I
Yeah,
call him.
he's Mr. Baker.
Yeah,
I have this-
kind of weird.
I have
like,
this
Hey, John.
Customer who's like a neurosurgeon or something. He's like a doctor, like a super smart doctor. So I always call him Doctor, his last name. And he's like, just call me Bob. And I'm like,
No.
no. Like, you went to
Call you
school
Doc?
for a real long time to earn that title. Like,
I'll
So
call
that's
you
why-
Doctor.
it's the same thing with Mr. Baker. Like, you were my teacher. You were somebody
Yeah.
who taught me. You're Mr. Baker, you know?
If I was a
like-
doctor, I want to be called Doctor, man.
Yeah, I'm right. If I'm a doctor, you call me doctor. You can call me
fucking
Dr. Alex.
Doctor.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can call me Dr. Alex if you want. That's fine with me.
Yeah,
But
But
you're
you-
saying doctor.
putting that Doctor. Yeah.
Yeah. Damn right, dude. How much money that dude probably spent?
You send
Become a
me an
doctor.
invitation of some sort, I'm not coming
Doctor.
unless you have Doctor
Yeah.
Wyatt or whatever.
Yeah. Damn right. You introduce me somewhere, it's
Better have Doctor.
Mrs. and Doctor, or if she's a doctor, it's doctor.
Just
and
like-
doctor.
If for some reason we were knighted, you better throw that sir in front of my name too.
God
I
damn
didn't.
right.
I didn't
Yeah.
get knighted just to be called by my regular name. No,
Yeah.
you call me sir.
There's some things, yeah, like Mr. or Professor. Like, it's like, okay. But Doctor?
Doctor, sir.
Sir?
It's Sir Patrick Stewart. It's Sir Elton John, damn it.
Yeah, Sir Paul McCartney.
Sir Paul McCartney. I'm with it.
Yeah.
Same. It's respect. You went.
No respect.
I mean, some doctors are dicks, I'm sure, but
Don't matter.
doesn't matter. They work
A
that
Dr.
hard.
Dick.
They're doctors.
That's what it is.
I don't care if you're a doctor in English. Doctor.
Doctor.
Doctor. Well,
Yeah.
podcaster. I think that's a good place to stop it.
Doctor,
It's
doctor.
12 o'clock. I'm sleepy
I'm going to write you all a
Sleep.
prescription for a good night's sleep.
for a good night's sleep.
There you go.
I'll take that prescription.
Yeah, I will too.
I'll abuse it if I can.
I actually have an eye doctor's appointment tomorrow, so
Nice.
I gotta be up early.
Give Brittany some contacts. Ask her.
Oh, they're
slide me
already
in
on the
there.
way. Yeah, we went to a new eye doctor, and they gave her
Out there.
what is it, the sample pack or whatever. So she's
Mhm.
already got her things in. She's got new ones coming. She ordered glasses. Yeah,
Glad to
man,
hear.
Nice.
they're ready. But
All right.
so all right.
Good podcast. Good to hear all your guys' fears, all your pet peeves.
Yeah, I'm glad we
You're
spent
so-
most of that talking about our fears and anxieties. Yeah, great.
That was a
Great
very
ep-
one
great
subject
uplifting
podcast.
This is a
episode, guys.
therapy session.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, anyone want to bring us out?
Yeah,
Make
man.
sure to like and subscribe. Make sure to go follow us on Twitter. Make sure to go watch the latest episode of Cinema Trip Reviews. Just came out with me and Alex. Yeah, and we'll see everybody next week.
Bye.
Peace.
One.